We're doing the podcast. Is that how it goes, Leslie?
We're doing the podcast.
What the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome to the Fckry with Leslie Jones and Lenny Marcus. I'm Lenny Marcus. There she is.
And I'm Leslie Jones.
And this is
motherfucker
the podcast with the mission is to keep it 100 all times. We're talking about the fuckery going on in the world and in our lives and having a whole lot of fun doing it this week in the studio. We have the amazing Jacqueline Norville, founder, better known as the Brown Bag Lady in Los Angeles.
Brown Bag Lady.
A nonprofit dedicated to serving the unhoused population in Los Angeles. She's amazing. Plus, we answer your listener questions. And also, we have the Fckry of the Week. But let's get it going. Leslie coming in hot for segment one.
Oh,
what the fuck is up? What happened today?
What the fuck is up?
I'm not even going to get to the weekend. Go ahead. What happened today?
First of all, I just want to say that I was even after what happened at the house, I was fine until I got into LA traffic. LA, you are the dumbest motherfuckers that drove on the earth of earth. Jesus wept. Jesus literally had to come and sit in the passenger seat and say, "My child, I don't want you to kill nobody. Don't kill nobody. Leslie, don't kill." Oh, the many times I wanted to ram that motherfucking car into the back of somebody else and say, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?" And I swear to God, if I see another, what's some cars that Elon, the Tetrises, what they call?
Tesla. Tesla.
Yeah, whatever. Get your motherfucking ass the fuck away from in front of my goddamn car, because I swear to God, I'm finna kill everybody. They can't drive worth the shit out here, yo. They drive like oh my God, they drive like the car is actually driving them. Like the car is an automatic car, but they don't know that they're actually still driving. So most of the time you passing these motherfuckers, they looking at their phone, or you just like, is that why you driving like a fucking piece of shit? Oh my God. And people will park in the street, on a street that no parker should be anyway. And it's just like, it's asinine. It's like, where are the police? I swear, if we were allowed to give out fucking parking tickets, I would give out one at least 100 times a day.
Oh, man.
At least.
Oh, if you were a cop, I'd forget about it.
I would be the worst. I would be known among all of the traffic cops at my fucking, the shit that I would do.
Get in the car. Here she comes.
I will pull up on a motherfucker and be like, "Why the fuck is you parked here? You know good and goddamn well you ain't supposed to be parked here. Get your motherfucking and take this fucking ticket."
Is it like New York? They double park or triple park, or they just stop?
They just stop. That's a good way to describe that. Like, we could just be in traffic and them motherfuckers just stop and be like, and don't nobody say nothing. Don't nobody do, like, we're on a street. I'm on Melrose. They got this motherfucker blocked off to one lane. Oof. This man is literally pulled over and backing up, fucking traffic up, and no one's bopping their horn. Man, when I say I got right beside that motherfucker and I paled on my horn, like, motherfucker, if my horn could kill you right now, son, I would kill you 1,000 fucking times, motherfucker. You never need to drive again.
Drive by horn. I like that. Oh my God.
All
right, what else? So then what happened at home?
So Blanca, my housekeeper, my house manager, my boo, I just came back from working out. I'm in the bedroom. You know, Brian, everybody's getting tested because we got to do the interviews and stuff tomorrow. So I was in the room changing, and my assistant runs in the room. She's like, "Oh my God, Blanca's passed out. I'm calling 911." And I'm like, "What the fuck? What?" So I'm a doctor. I'm a registered doctor in the black folks world. Yeah. I have enough medicine that I can say I'm registered as a doctor. I have enough medicine in my house. Okay. I have everything. So I ran to the room.
Dead.
So if Blanca's dead or she's not, I can bring her back. Either way it goes, I'm going to go into it. So I ran into the room. She's laid up against the wall. I was like, the first thing I checked was her breathing. I was like, if she's having a stroke, and I checked her eyes because there's something that and I said, "Blanca, answer me. Like, are you answering?" I grabbed her hand because, I grabbed her hand, and she's like, Leslie, I'm so dizzy. I was like, okay, you responding. So, Jay's already on the phone calling 911. I told Lola to grab an ice towel, and I'm sitting there talking to her, and I'm taking her pulse, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't seem like it's a stroke. I don't know if it's a heart attack, but just like, you know, we just trying to keep her calm because she's really upset that this is happening. She's at work and she's like, I'm so sorry. This is your house, your house. I was like, girl, I don't give a fuck. I just do not die. Like, I give a fuck about this house. Like, I give a fuck about you. Like, you're worried about the wrong thing, you know? Right. So I'm just like, you know, we trying to keep her calm. Okay, now, the fucking paramedics get there. Let me just tell y'all something. Now, I watch a lot of TV. Do you understand? I watch 911, and I expect them motherfuckers that when they walk into my house to be just like them. Do you understand? Beautiful and nice and caring and attentive and fucking just ready to answer. These bitch ass motherfuckers. First of all, they come into the house. First of all, you coming into my house, bitch, and you see it. You see it. So it's all black people. We standing there, and these motherfuckers come in. They was like, "Yeah, is this you guys' house? Do you work here? You work here?" I said, "Hey, motherfucker, shut it down, son. Shut it down, bitch. You better shut that shit the fuck down, son." I started laughing. I said, "I said, what the fuck does that have to do with why the fuck you here?" Yeah. Here she is. Her name is Blanca. She's 50 years old. I said she's having dizzy spells. Like, I went into the stats. Like, motherfucker, call up your manager. So this bald head, cancer looking ass motherfucker gonna look at me and say, "Oh, has she been taking drugs?" What the fuck? I said, okay, all right.
They have
so
to
I'm looking
ask
at Brian.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm looking at Brian and them like, okay, this is some fucking shit. This is some shit. I was like, okay, let me calm down and I'm going to walk out the room because I'm going to let Jay stay in there because if I stay in there and they do that shit and they're just like, "Hey, Blanca, talk to us. Why you not talking to us? Why you not?" Ooh, I wanted to smack one of the motherfuckers, right? So he comes out, he was like, "So she hasn't I was like, "Why the fuck you keep asking if she's been on drugs or something?" I was like, if she was stabbed, would you ask her if she was taking drugs, motherfucker? You would see bullets and blood. What the fuck is you asking this? He was like, "Oh, we gotta ask." No, you ain't got to ask. But I was like, she's fucking, and I told him about, like, cause you know she has throat cancer, right? And she just got diagnosed again with it, you know, just a small lymph node on the other side. And it's like, maybe the anxiety from that, maybe the heat. It could be so many things. Or she's
on some sort of medication.
Well, I mean, but drugs, though. The way he said it, though.
Well, the way he said it.
No, he was just like, drugs. He didn't say, "Hey, is she on medication?"
Is this her needle, ma'am? No.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We might as well say, did she got paraphernalia? Did she shoot up in the bathroom? Ooh, is she on meth? Like, fuck all you motherfuckers. Fuck you motherfuckers. So I calmed down because I'm like, this ain't nothing like the Lone Star 911. This motherfucker will never be.
You took your own commercial break and walked out of the room.
I walked out of the room. I was like, "Oh,
we'll be right back with Leslie right after this."
This is a bullshit ass episode right here. Like, oh my God, they're like not loving at all. They're not. And they kept coming in. I was like, ain't none of y'all good looking. What the fuck? This is like I got the bad batch of the 911 people. What the fuck, yo? So I'm on my way here, and there's a fire truck, and the 911 people getting out for somewhere else. Everyone that got off that truck was glorious. They was fucking beautiful. Where the fuck was you at 952? I was like, what house? Like, who I got to call to get this truck to come to my fucking house? What the fuck you send these fuckery fucks?
Well, when you call 911, be specific. I want the good-looking 911.
Yeah, exactly. You come to Beverly Hills, though. Somebody could have got casted, but not that day. You just sent the fucking worst of the bunch. And the one guy, he was trying to explain, but it was just so Republican. I just was like, stop talking to me. You are so white, and I don't understand your language. You don't understand mine. Get the fuck out my house. But take care of my nurse.
Yo, well, what happened?
This is what I realized. They went through everything. They made sure she wasn't having a heart attack or stroke or anything like that. He said it could be because it's the heat. He was like, anxiety. He said, we don't know until we can get her there. And really, he said, that's why we're taking her, because she's not responding. We want to make sure that she's not having like a mini stroke or something like that, right? They said, is there a particular hospital you want to go to? And she says, Olive View. And I go, what? What the fuck are you? Yo, in my heart literally sank to the fucking ground because Olive View is worse than King, son. It's worse. Like when I was back in the day when I ain't have no fucking insurance and medical shit.
Oh my God.
You have to ride the bus all the way out to Olive View and get checked up by them doctors out there, and that shit was a fucking nightmare. So I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck are you talking about? All of you? I was like, no, take her to this. Like, and I said, Jay, follow him and take care of that shit, because that, like, what the, all of you. So I called Jackie. I was like, yo, we got to get the housekeeper, the house manager on fucking insurance, because that's like, all of you. When she said, I like literally was like, I started shaking. I was like, oh my God, do you not have health care? What the fuck? It's like people don't understand what we have to put back into this community for hardworking motherfuckers who contribute to this community. We have just forgotten about each other. We've literally just said fuck it to all. I mean, even down to the way we drive on the goddamn street, we have no consideration for each other, and it's sad. It's fucking sad. What have we turned into?
I have
y'all ain't got no fucking answer.
I got no answer for you. And
you got no fucking answer.
Anything else today? You went to Las Vegas. Bruno Mars. Come on, was that that had to be a good show?
My life be exciting in a motherfucker. Let me tell you something. I went and saw Bruno Mars in Vegas. First of all, let's talk about Vegas. I want to talk to all the humans and anyone who's ever been to Vegas. We fucking suck. Okay, that's like flying into Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay,
that's the point of Vegas.
Like, fuck that. Listen, I'm 54 now, so I see Vegas for what it is. I see all the cracks. I see all the rotten carpet. I see all the watermarks on the ceiling. I see it what the fuck it is. Right. Okay? I see what the fuck it is. It's a fucking place where you go die. Die. Nobody had on masks. Nobody was using hand sanitizer. Nobody. And the people were doing it, they looked like pieces of shit. So you just go, okay, no one touch me until I get into the hotel, and then I can fucking, like, we was Lysol, we was Clorox spray. I fucking sanitized the TV thing. I went out and sanitized the fucking furniture on the balcony. We put new pillowcases on the pillows. Like, I'm not fucking around, son. Listen, I'm not finna have that pox shit, son. No.
Monkey pox.
Okay? And then the motherfucking valet, they have a problem. I don't know what the fuck is the problem that valet feels like they got to jump on you and get your bag and shit. Man, this motherfucker, I said, I got my bag. I got it. This motherfucker took his hand and put it over my hand. Lenny, it took everything in my ounce not to punch him straight in the motherfucking face. I said, get your what the fuck? Stop touching people. Ain't y'all told not to touch what the fuck is wrong? It's the pox. Out this bitch.
So you're pissed off as you check in. I mean, how is the concert?
I sanitized like a motherfucker. Okay, now get to the concert.
Yes.
Now, the concert was the best part of the fucking show.
Thank God.
Bruno and Anderson is like literally they're two of the most, I feel like if Michael Jackson and Prince were alive, they would be at their concerts.
Yes.
Like, I feel like Michael Jackson would have went and saw Bruno 3 or 4 times. Like, they'd have been like, yeah, Michael's always here. Because that, like, Bruno played 4 instruments. Anderson .Paak played, like, I think he played like 2 or 3. And I'm talking about these motherfuckers was singing. They wasn't just like, they were singing.
Yeah,
and dancing. It was when you remember when I told you this, when I was little, I used to like pretend, I had a pretend band.
Yep.
And I would pretend to be that band, and we would sing all the songs. That was my band. That is exactly how my band played. Like the way that Bruno, I was sitting there with Neff going, these motherfuckers stole my show.
Yeah, they're a throwback. That whole thing is a throwback kind of act,
so
and that's music. These guys actually, to me, make music. No offense, to the rappers.
I mean, you ain't got to say that, white person. You know, if you like somebody and you don't have to put somebody else down.
I'm not putting somebody down. I'm just saying those
somebody.
guys play all the instruments. You can hear the music. They're very, anyway.
There's a lot of rappers that come and have a live band and they rap to a live band. See, this is how you like on Yo MTV Raps. They had MC Light.
Yep.
Do her shit live. LL did his shit live. Do we have motherfuckers that do that shit that are very talented?
No, they're I saw the LL Cool J one, and yeah, it's great. He raps to a live band, no question. But does he play instruments? That's what I'm saying. Bruno.
You know what?
I'm just saying him and Anderson .Paak are great.
You know
These guys are real musicians.
You know what? Let me see you sing. Let me see you
Leave
rap.
The door
No.
open. Look at her face.
I will fucking kill you. I will fucking kill you.
All right. Well, now that we all feel better, we feel like we got it all out? We feel like we got it out? All right.
I mean, I don't know. I still might have some left, but
all right.
you know.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're now in our interview segment called Who the Fuck Is This? And this is where we welcome and interview. Who
the fuck is this?
This is where we welcome and interview a special guest on the show. Today we have the founder and president of Brown Bag Lady, brownbaglady.org, a nonprofit whose mission is rooted in using kindness, food, and essentials as a way to improve the lives of others throughout Los Angeles. This Brown Bag Lady officially started in 2014, handing out brown bag lunches to the unhoused on the first Sunday of each month. We're going to get into all the work that this amazing organization does. Please welcome Jackie Norville to the show. Hi, Jackie.
Woo-hoo.
Good to see you again.
Brown bag lady.
Hello, Jackie,
hello.
we have had you on everything, and I got to tell you this quick story. I got to just set this up quickly, okay? So Leslie has a shot of, at one point, like they're really serious of her taking over for Ellen DeGeneres as Ellen. It could have been Leslie, right? And I have to be honest, you know, Leslie knows my feelings about moving to L.A. and then doing that show. I thought would be a grind. Everybody else is trying to talk her into it. I'm like, ugh. And then Leslie's close, you know, she's like debating it. She's thinking about it. So we go out there to do 2 test shows. And I'm like dreading the whole time what kind of corny jokes, because you have to be like, you know, very clean on these television shows and on and on. And then we get to your segment. Well, we always get to your segment, and I'm like, the interview. She's gonna hit a guest at some point that she hates, and she's gonna hit a bit that she doesn't want to do, and then we get to your segment, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to move to Los Angeles because I would have done that show just for these, human interest segments, and yours is one of the best thing. And we're like, every time I'm like, you're the one that sells me. Almost sold me. I'm moving my whole life to L.A. because what you do is like they used to say Lord's work. I mean, this is what you do. Please tell everybody about Brown Bag Lady.
First of all, thank you, Leslie, because you are no joke. You the day I met you, you were like, I'm gonna tell everybody about you, and I was like, okay.
I couldn't believe because I was already looking for like my publicist was like, yo, what is your charities? And I was like, it has to be breast cancer or homelessness. I was like, both of them are very important to me. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna look into stuff, that you can maybe get involved in. And I was like, I was really thinking about it because it's the homeless situation out here is way worse than when I left to go to New York to do SNL. And I was like, damn, this is bad. Like, I always thought it was just such a bad thing. And I was at the spa, and
where
off the 5.
Where were you?
I was at the spa. I was at what was it, Burke Williams?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Burke Williams spa, and I forgot my key. I go to the front.
You lost your key.
I lost my key, yeah. And I came to the front, and she let me. She was like, no, go ahead. And she was just so sweet. And I was like, okay.
There's a bunch of people behind us.
Yeah.
No way.
And she was like, go ahead and get your key. And, I got my key. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But when I came back out, they were still in the line, waiting in the line. Because, there was one girl working the desk. I think she was new. Yeah. And then there was, I think everybody was on lunch or something like that. So we're all standing in line. Everybody's actually being very patient. We just left a spa, so like it'd be stupid if anybody was stressed out, So it's just like we're just standing there waiting to pay. And I think there was one woman there, and this woman goes, are you here by yourself? I mean, like everybody's leaving, like you should get someone else. She turned around and said, excuse me, you don't see that she's by herself? She was like, calm down, Karen. And then turned around, and I was like, ooh. Everybody in the line was like, oh.
Damn.
Nobody said shit. Everybody looked down at their phone like, yeah, girl, you need to shut up, girl. It's like you need to shut up. Like, everybody here is like zen, bitch. Like,
calm down.
It was
a spa.
she checked her too. And then, somebody else came out and started helping. It was just like, yeah, only thing I had to do was wait a couple of seconds.
That's all you had to do. And going back to what you were speaking on earlier, if everybody could just be like a little kinder.
Yeah.
You know, driving, you're driving down Melrose and somebody just will stop. And you don't care that there's 20 cars behind you, you know, just.
And we'll back up. Not only stop, but back up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this parking space. Hey, piece of shit. Like you done stopped everybody that's coming around the corner that don't say, like, even on those crooked, it's just so, I think that's what humanity has become. Like when I was in Vegas, it was just like, no one, I saw a lady had her baby on the floor in the airport, and I was like, oh, your baby has hepatitis now.
Right.
Like, hepatitis and tuberculosis, bitch. Like, you.
But playing the
but
slot.
if you think you're a doctor, I'm sure you had some tussin, some Robitussin.
Yeah.
You know I
in your
did.
bag,
I was like,
because
put some of this
heals
brown stuff on it. Put some of this
tussin.
peroxide on
Tussin
it.
will heal it.
Watch it.
Jackie, don't wind her up again. You were driving down the street one day, made a wrong turn, and you ended up being brown bag lady. Is that what happened?
Yeah. It was a Friday night, and I was leaving a Laker game, and just, you know, everybody's like, oh, yeah, I know Skid Row, or I've been through Skid Row. I work downtown. But to be there on a Friday night, man, and see the people huddled around
The fire.
Yes, trying to stay warm. And there's a lot of older people down there. And, you know, people think, oh, they should have made better life choices, or, oh, you shouldn't be on drugs.
Everybody's one check from the curb.
Let me tell you, if you don't have a family member who can help you if your clutch goes out, or help you fell a little behind on your cable bill or your rent, you're in trouble. And not everybody has that luxury. Not everybody has it. And I've met wonderful people, wonderful women living in their car because they're 60. You know, the business closed down, and, you know, the lady was like, I've been looking for a job. Who's going to hire a 62-year-old woman? She's like, you know, I had enough in my savings to survive 2 years, but, you know, and then you just fall behind. So that's, you know, we just started off making brown bag lunches, and through word of mouth, it has grown and grown. And now we take backpacks to underserved grade schools, and we just try and do whatever we can, wherever we can, which we just got back Saturday from 1 week of sleepaway camp, because there's nothing in LA County that reunites foster siblings. So I just assumed if you're taken out of the home, you guys stay together. That's not true. You know, you could go San Bernardino, and your cousin, you know, your sister could end up in Orange County. So
they always split them up.
Yeah, I did not know
Not
that.
a lot of families take them.
Yeah. And so we had the most amazing. That's what all these bracelets are. Okay. We made bracelets, and all little kids made me bracelets. And
was this the first one you've ever done?
This was our first one.
Oh, that's amazing.
This was the first one, and let me tell you, I learned so much. The children learned so much, and, you know, we started off, we said the ages were going to be 9 to 12, but then, you know, a 12-year-old had a 6-year-old little brother, and how can you say, you know, no. So the younger kids were a little more difficult and needed more attention. But, man, we went canoeing. There was a lake we built. I mean, it was just amazing. We tie-dyed T-shirts, and just these kids just needed to hear, good job, or, you know, I see you.
We care.
Yeah, man. And so I did some research, and it showed how many, you know, children in foster care end up being homeless. Because, you know, if you're in the system, again, I didn't know, when you're 18, it's called being emancipated out.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So you think this person you've been living with for 5 years cares about you, but then that check stops, and they're like deuces.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a whole system. But
and what makes me mad about that system is, like, you shouldn't just be taking care of them. You should be teaching them, so when they do leave, they can just, like, you know, learn how to do it. But again, this pandemic, I was thinking about it. I was like, if I wasn't who I was still just a comic. Man, this pandemic would have been a bitch trying to make it through. You know what I'm saying? Just the gigs, it wouldn't have been no gigs.
No.
You know, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I was eating a tangerine, and a 12-year-old girl asked me, "What is that?"
Wow.
And I said, "It's a tangerine." And she goes, like a orange? And I go, well, kind of like an orange, but it's a tangerine. She's like, "Can I take?" I mean, she had never had a tangerine. How? You know, this is America. You know, what in the heck is going on?
Also,
that's what I really want to say.
Did these kids also, so they got to spend time with their sibling, though? That was also part of it. And so that
was the point, to reunite siblings.
Right.
So
They must have loved
know,
it, right? Or
oh my, I can't even tell you. Even the most hardcore 12-year-old dudes with their hoodie up. One kid never took his beanie off. It was 90 degrees in Big Bear. He never took his beanie off. But you best believe that last day, he was like, so Miss Brown Lady Bag. I'm like, Brown Bag Lady? Yeah, Brown Lady Bag. So can we do this again next year? I was like, you guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody has asked me that. You're old enough to know this was very expensive. You know the charter bus that picked you up in Hawthorne and drove you to Big Bear? I had to pay for that. Like, this was very expensive, so I don't want to lie to you. So I'm thinking, I'm really getting through to these children. You know, we're walking to the lake, and I've been inspiring and giving them, positive reinforcement all week. So the one boy goes, he says, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for next year. I said, that's beautiful. Yes, that's what you should do. Because, yeah, I'm going to say my mom died. No. That's not what you're going to do, player. You're not going to lie. Then, of course, they said, Miss Brown Bag Lady, you ever lied? We're not talking about me right now, sweetheart. And I'm trying to be inspiring.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Thank you.
That's what grown people can say.
I said,
That's
well, honey,
funny.
we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you. So let's stay on, this course. And then the other kid goes, I'm not kidding you. I felt like I was standing there with Chris Rock, Ced the Entertainer, and Eddie Murphy. They were
funny.
And one little boy got this much afro, picking his hair. He's picking his hair. He said, nah, dummy, you don't say your mom died. You say your dog died. I'm like, no one died, guys. Let's stay focused. There was 3 boys. The last boy said, man, both y'all stupid. People always feel sorry for sick dogs. You don't say your dog died, dude. He goes, look, I'm going to do and find somebody's dog. I go, so
That
I
is
mean,
hilarious.
like you could see it in them. Like
Right.
they could be an attorney and just veer
They
it
just
to
need the right guy.
Yeah, you need the right guy. And so I was like, how about the truth? Like, hey, I had an awesome time. So I'm gonna keep checking those GoFundMes and making sure none of their names. And it reminded me, wasn't it Eddie Murphy who say why folks name their kids out of the medicine line? Dayquil. That's Dayquil. There's 2 little boys, Keontae, Shiante. And Corian. I said, Lord,
What the fuck?
bless
Corian.
Corian. I know. They were I know.
Oh
bless.
my God.
I don't want them
That is the worst name.
They were the best.
Corian.
He was the best though. Straight A student.
Oh,
Wow.
I know.
I mean, with a name like that, you better be fucking smart, Corian.
if you can
Jesus,
spell Corian,
what?
you're right there. You're gonna get an A.
That's a straight medication right there. Take your Corian.
Jackie,
And that's my brother Kadrian.
Jackie,
Oh, no.
where
I swear.
where is the proper place for people to donate? If we want to get the summer camp, obviously going again next year. So where can people give?
That would be amazing. I don't know if I could do it, but no, I want to do it. I really do. It was emotional though, man. That last day was rough because I mean,
Is there a
the website?
Yeah.
brownbaglady.org.
And they can just
And,
donate in there.
Yep, you can donate right there.
So I want to go back. When we did Supermarket Sweep, they can't put the food back in the grocery store. It's real. People go, is that fake grocery? No, it's real food. And so
Yes,
they
it
decided
is.
to give it to, especially during the pandemic, they decided to give it to you in some ways.
Yes.
And Leslie was good enough to say she knew about you, and she made sure
Oh
that
yeah, that was just a given right there. I was like, oh, she's like making sandwiches and
It was awesome. We made grocery bags of food and took it down to Skid Row and passed it out. And they were so grateful because another thing, they don't get a lot of fresh fruit down there. Like everything is canned. So in the summer months, we always try and cut up watermelon and, cantaloupe and just things we take for granted.
little
Like
stuff
those
that we
grapes.
take, yeah.
Every week you buy bananas. Every week I throw them out. I mean, I try and eat them, but it gets brown and mushy. I say, oh, I'm going to make banana bread. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But we try.
We take that for
We
granted.
really do.
Yeah.
That is priceless.
That's why I tell everybody to be thankful for what you got before you ask for something else because
you gotta walk in gratitude, man.
to.
I don't care if you're
got
driving that Pinto. You're not on the bus.
I tell people all the time, get out of desperation.
Yes.
Man. Get out of desperation.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta walk in gratitude. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, and people are like, God, such good things happen to you because I'm not bullshitting either. I am grateful for every There's a woman that sends me $5. I have not cashed her last 5 money orders. And she got her writing, you could tell she probably has arthritis. And that $5 to her is $10,000 to some. It's the same as the widow's mite. That $5 means everything. And that I could picture her going to the post office, getting her little money order, putting the little stamp on. Yes. And she did it in the winter months. And she's from, I think, Philly. That's cold. It's not like, walking in, California or Palm Springs, Florida. That means a lot. And I am grateful for every single thing, every blessing that brings me full circle back to you, Leslie. I am grateful for everything. And you always say, it ain't no big deal. It is a big deal because you up there and you could just keep going, but you pulling me along. You said, I'm going to tell everybody about you, and you have. And I am forever grateful. I will never forget you. And for that, I love you.
Sweet. Oh, thank you.
I do.
I'm glad you do. I'm glad you're here.
Me too, man.
Doing it. And like I tell you all the time, you do God's work, man.
Thanks.
All the time.
Thanks. I try not to do it while I curse, though, because the Lord knows I got a body now. They
God, it's not like he don't know.
It's not like he don't know. I'm like, I'm not from
It's not like he don't know. It's like he's not sitting there going, I didn't know Jack could talk like that.
Don't worry, Jackie. We'll make it up. We'll if you go 0 curses.
Let me in them gates. Let me in those gates.
You're doing
Let me in.
Oh,
you're doing great,
definitely.
Jackie. Jackie Norville,
the
Brown Bag Lady, brownbaglady.org.
Thank you.
Please, anything you need, come see us, Jackie. We're going to try and partner with some people that will help your organization out as well. That's
Amazing.
one of the reasons why we wanted to do this show, is to help people out as well. So thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Welcome back to the Fckry. Oh, man, that Jackie is, I mean,
She's so
we're
awesome.
screaming about stupid crap, and she comes in and just, like, grounds us so.
It's just like, there's people who haven't had a tangerine before, Leslie, while
idiots.
you're fucking yelling about turning on Melrose, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Get your
dumbasses.
fucking perspective right.
People are sleeping in the middle of Merrill's. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even want to tell her my car. It's like, shit.
All right, well, let's go back to screaming like idiots. This next segment we have is called What the Fuck Y'all Want?
What the fuck do y'all want?
I love it. This is the part of the show. I love that so much when you do that. Part of the show where we answer your listener questions. If you have a question for us, you can send an email or recorded voice message asking the question to fuckrypodcast@gmail.com. That's FCKRY podcast. We took out the vowels for the kids.
For the kids.
We cleaned it up.
For the kids.
If you record yourself, use a fake name or don't if you want to roll like that. Okay, we have the first one is at Delvinator, DELVINATR.
Oh, I already hate them. I hate them so much.
At Delvinator asks on Twitter, what's your advice?
His name is probably Delvin.
What's your advice to comedians just starting out?
I knew it. And I had somebody else ask this, and the first thing that came out of my mouth is fucking comedians fucking hate when people fucking ask that.
They do.
So, like, do you ask doctors that? So what did you do to start off to be a doctor? Do you do that? No, seriously. Like, do you go up to doctors and say, hey, perform a tonsillitis right here,
Tonsillectomy.
But you'll do that to a comic. Yeah, tell me a joke. Or how did you start? Well, I started by walking on the fucking stage and started doing jokes. That's all the advice I have for you. Because if you ask me what's my advice just starting out, I would say quit. Because you're probably in the fucking way. Yeah.
If you want to torture yourself, this is the profession for you.
Because the fact that you gotta ask means that you don't know and that you shouldn't do it.
You just have to do it. That's it.
Fuck off and
keep
stop
doing
being
it
nice.
and keep doing it and keep doing it. So
yeah, that's it. That's it. Just like
There's
you would
no
do
other
anything
advice.
else. There's no magic trick. Y'all ask that shit because you're trying to figure out the formula to be good, and you're not gonna know you're good until you step on stage. So fuck you and stop asking me that dumbass question.
It takes a long time.
Sorry.
You just keep doing it, and
I'm not really sorry.
It's like that. That question will answer itself for you in years and years and years.
Because years and years from now, you'll understand why I'm cursing you out right now.
Yes. So
if you become a good comic, and that's if.
Well, do it and do it and do it, or that's the only advice.
Stop.
Okay.
No.
What? No. Just keep doing it.
No,
That's the only advice.
No, I just don't want you to give them advice.
Oh, that's it.
I want you to
Oh,
stop.
okay. Okay. Let's go to the second one. At Julie Jules 85.
Oh, we don't get to hear their voice? Oh,
No.
This
This
written stuff.
got a couple.
Okay.
Yep. These people are wrote in. This is on. I believe this is also Twitter. I can imagine being in this industry can be tough at times. What's something that helps you to get in a better headspace in order to stay motivated? I'll tell you what. The lady who just came in, that'll keep you motivated. You know how bad you want to do something.
I guess stuff
you
like
could be
that,
doing that.
Me, I just like, why do you need motivation to get up off your ass and do something? Like every day you should have that. It's like everywhere. That is a key of life. Work. No matter what the fuck it is, you don't have to be motivated to get up off your fucking ass. Like I think that we're just living in a society right now that you just need a cheerleader for everything. So what, you want a fucking cookie because you got out the bed? Get your motherfucking ass up and do something. Be productive. Why? Do you know what your motivation should be? Don't die and you wasn't shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think this. You're asking a question that you could ask to literally any industry, to any job, anywhere.
Yeah.
You got to like your job. You got to get up and want to go to work.
You got to like yourself.
You
got to like yourself. You got to like yourself. That's where that shit started. And that's where everything is going to start for people being better to each other. It started liking themselves. That's the reason that we fucked up to each other, because we don't like ourselves. And it's just a shame, because you're going to always be with yourself. You go to bed with yourself. You shower with yourself. You sleep with yourself. You stupid motherfuckers. Start liking yourself. No one else is going to like you until I swear, my mom used to say this to me. I would be like, that makes no sense. I don't have to like myself for somebody else to like me. And she was like, yeah, you do. You actually have to like yourself, because the people that like you and you don't like yourself don't really like you. And you don't know that, because you don't like yourself. Because if you like yourself, you treat yourself better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I always just want to do great work, and then anytime you and I have an opportunity to do great work, I mean.
Because you like yourself.
I
like
do.
what you put out.
Oh,
my wife
hates that I like myself so much. She hates it.
Okay.
She does. Right. She hates it.
I hate how you like yourself so much. I hate it.
I like what I do. I like how I do it.
Just the look on your face right now makes me just want to punch you in the face. So I don't like.
That's how Leslie gets motivated, punching me in the face, just letting you
punch him right in the fucking face, just right when he does that goofy ass smile. Ow! Every time he comes over to me and goes, "Let's take a picture here," I just go, "I'm going to ruin your fucking picture."
I love it. I love it so much. People are like, why is she always so angry? I go, I'm supposedly the angry one. Oh, my God. So funny.
Every picture he takes, I'm just like frowning. They're like, why is she frowning? Because I don't want to fucking take a picture with this asshole.
That's why the poster that's coming out, like the hour of, our icon for the program.
That's why I picked that one.
It's so great.
I'm kind of smiling. but I'm not really smiling.
Yep.
If you look at my face and you see the eyebrows, that's anger.
If you look at my face, that is like, I'm thrilled to be here. I can't believe we're doing this.
And
I'm actually going to make some money, and it's making her upset.
And he knows he's pissing me off.
That's motivation in itself. There you go, Julie.
Jesus Christ.
If I can piss Leslie off while we make a lot of money, that is motivation right there.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm dealing with? I'm dealing with antagonists at every fucking.
That's right. I'm instigating.
What's the next one?
All right, one more. Anastasia emailed us and says,
"Oh, I hate her so much. Who? Anastasia, bitch, die. Stop.
What?
Well, anybody? You don't need to have that much name. Nobody needs that much name.
We just had like
call yourself Stasia. Call yourself Annie. Something, anything but Anastasia. I swear, if a bitch introduced herself to me as Anastasia, I would whoop her motherfucking ass.
You'd be okay, but if she said it like Anastasia,
I would take I would take her by the back of her head and go, bow, bitch, right into a wall, bitch. Go have a cherry 7-Up with your dumb ass.
She's laying in a bloody lump.
Ass.
What's your question, bitch? Okay, no.
What's your fucking question, Anastasia?
Okay, hi, Leslie. Fuck? I love this is going to be great. Love you. Love your SNL. Love your stand-up.
Fuck off. Fuck you, bitch. I swear, I hope a unicorn fucks you, bitch. I hope it fucks you right there in the sunlight, right on the sunshine, right on the rainbow.
Oh
bitch.
my God! Do you have any story around working with Peter Dinklage for that SNL sketch in the woods? That was the moment I fell in love with you in a hetero, straight way. I never laughed so
Why
fucking
you need to
hard.
say that, bitch?
I don't know.
First
was
of all,
crying.
I wouldn't date a bitch named Anastasia, so you ain't never got to worry about me wanting to fuck you, bitch. Okay, first of all.
You were my
Second
favorite.
of
After
all,
that, I was hooked. Tell us about that sketch with Peter Dinklage.
Only if they're going to put every insult that I am about to cast at Anastasia in the fucking answer.
We're not leaving this off. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Anastasia.
so yeah, we did a sketch. The funniest moment, and I'm gonna tell you, I literally went right to it because it was a moment where I think everybody was like, okay, Leslie is down for fucking anything. So that whole video was crazy. They like got me with my legs open, like I had the crotch
right.
like shot and all that. So there was a scene inside of the tent when we went to sleep, and I'm telling you, dude, everybody was in tears. The director had to go, hey, I need everybody to leave the tent because you guys gotta stop laughing because we can't film when y'all laughing like they could not stop, because it was like we were curled up together and it was like I wouldn't call him Peter, I would call him Tyrion. I was like, shut up, Tyrion. And the look on Tyrion's face was like, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Like, this crazy bitch is gonna fucking kill me. And I'm telling you, people were it was just like people were like dying. Like, you just like, we almost did not get through that scene. But it took us 14 hours to shoot that motherfucker. We started at 6 in.the morning and didn't finish till like 12 at night. And we went through every bit of New York for some reason it rained that day. It was hot that day. It was fucking an insane ass day. So at the end of it, we felt like we had been out there 30 days.
Yeah, it was worth it. You always tell me about a bunch of sketches. I'm like, I don't remember it. But that one I remember. It's classic.
We came up with that shit just because I watched the show with the Israeli. That was me and the Israeli's favorite show to watch after we fucked. We would sit and watch Naked and Afraid. It was the most selfish show you could ever watch. I mean, these people were the worst.
I don't know how anybody does that.
It's just whoever fucking hit the earth. And I remember when Peter Dinklage came in, I was like, damn, I want to do that. And that would be funny with him. And I know he would do it. So I was like, yo, I want to do a sketch. There's a show called Naked and Afraid, and I want us to do it. And he was like, will we be naked? And I was like, and afraid. And he was like, well, let's do it, bitch. And he did it.
I have a friend who sat through, binge watch all of Game of Thrones for like 4 days straight. And then he watches all the episodes straight through, goes out the door to his bar. He's like, I got to get outside. I've been in here walks out this door in New York, walks somewhere in like 15th Street, walks out the bar, goes to the bar right next to his apartment, goes in the bar. Who walks in? Peter Dinklage. He's like, ah! He's like, he can't believe, he just watched this guy for like 5 days straight, and then the guy walks in.
God.
He's like, I just watched you. And Peter Dinklage thinks he's insane. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because Peter's like, I hate
you. Yeah,
and
you
don't
and you.
give a fuck.
There you
about
go,
that
celebrities, right?
Bullshit.
All right, that was our what the fuck y'all want. Keep sending in those, emails and audio. Questions to fuckrypodcast@gmail.com, fckrypodcast@gmail.com. Leslie, it's time for our last segment, the Fckry of the week.
Fckry out the way. Okay, I gotta work on that one. That one I gotta work on.
Yeah, this is where we call out anything and anyone. I'll go first. You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to talk about, this has been perfect because we're going to talk about the healthcare industry because I've had some crazy stuff go on. I've been taking tests. I've had CT scans. It's like, okay, let me just cut back. A couple of years ago, I had the same thing happen to me, and I woke up and there was this, I had the attack, the kidney stone attack, and I was on the floor. I get up, I look at my face, and it's broken out into like blotches. So whatever that kidney thing. Yeah, I had it this time too. You just didn't notice last week. So I
would have been like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with me?" Yes. So I was like, "Okay," and I wake up the next morning and I walk straight down the block to the hospital. I walk in the hospital.
Yeah,
I go
I'm
to
like, it's not monkeypox, right?
no. I go in the emergency room and they make me pee in a cup. I guess there's no blood in my urine. They're like, "What? You can go home." I'm like, wait a second. What's the stuff on my face? And they chalk it up to something called like pedikiki or something like that, which means they don't really they don't know. They don't have anything medically. There's nothing. I go.
So they just give it a fucked up name, Pedikiki?
Yeah, pedikiki.
That's fucked up. What if somebody want to name their kid Pedikiki? Now they just that's a nice Pedikiki. No, that I've never heard of Pedikiki. That is hilarious.
Whatever. It's something like that. So anyway, I go home and whatever. I'm fine until it happens this time, like a week ago, and I get off the floor. I look at my face in the mirror, and there it is. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to a team of doctors now. I'm not having this happen. And so when I went to all these doctors, my point of this, when they did the scan, they found a bunch of stuff, unfortunately. But
damn,
yeah,
you did a body scan. Doctors are not supposed to do a body scan unless you really force them to do it,
because they'll find other
you'll
things.
Find shit.
That's right. And so we found a couple other things.
You fucking asshole.
No, I wanted that. I wanted that. But here's the thing. I think you should find that. You don't want to know?
Nope.
You want to drop
I
that?
want to drop
no,
fuck
I don't.
dead. Where the fuck dead? I want them to be like, we didn't even know this bitch was. That bitch just died right in front of us.
Well, that's my point. These doctors don't even care. Of course I want to know. I want to be able to fix this and live a long time.
Because
I got a 4-year-old.
It makes hypochondria.
I'm not a There's real problems. It's like, what are you talking about?
Not real problems.
It's real problems.
I need. You're gonna grow out of it.
Doctors that care.
Just take some peroxide.
I'm just saying that they didn't even care. My fuckery of the week is that they didn't care. I walked into the emergency room. They didn't care.
But that's what the emergency guys. They didn't give a fuck.
They didn't give a fuck.
Damn,
you said it yourself.
The worst shit.
Could you when people's health is at stake, you're in that industry, can you just care? I remember I dated a doctor one time.
Used to care.
They all got into it because they care. They want to help people, and then
people probably are shit.
They probably are shit, but I'm not shit. I'm coming. Who's not?
Yeah, but that don't matter. They didn't got shitted on 4 times a day, and just because you ain't shit on them, that don't mean that.
I remember I was dating a doctor. I go, "You like being a doctor?" She's like, "Not really." I'm like, I can't date you. Like, I want you. I'm not going to hear you complain about helping people and saving their lives the rest of my life.
You just rather date a broke bitch. Okay,
yeah, I dated a broke bitch. I married a broke bitch.
But that bitch care though, huh?
Yeah,
she cares. She ain't got no goddamn money.
Kinda. Now if I'm like, oh, kidney stone, did you pass it yet? No. All right, Birdie, let's take a bath. She doesn't give a fuck. Nobody.
Yeah, because she has a fucking whole other child to take care of. She's like, you're a grown ass man. If you ain't fucking dying.
If you're in the healthcare business, could you give a fuck? And my doctor, Dr. Haskins, gave a fuck. Thank you, Dr. Haskins. Yes, I have life insurance.
You got life insurance? Yeah, Gina's never gonna care.
She's not gonna care. Ever. Yeah. I'm on her life.
Yeah, you died.
She wants me to get other life insurance. I'm like, no, you're gonna have to deal with it. No.
Fuck
and
off.
Don't help her, Leslie. When I drop dead, do not help her.
Get a fucking policy that can cover Birdie's college at least.
Oh, I'll cover Birdie's college if we just finish the end of the show. If we could just keep doing this fucking show and people listen in so my daughter can go to Harvard. Other than that, Gina's on her own, motherfucker.
You is some piece of shit.
I'm trying to live. What do you mean?
You wonder why you had that fucking dream where she fucking marries a whole nother man because she thinks you're dead.
Yeah, well, that's every day. She's gonna have a second life. Well, she'll eventually.
Yeah, she has a second life, but
she's waiting for me to die.
Mourn more if you fucking would be nice to her now.
Oh, I'm so nice to her now, and I expect her to be weeping uncontrollably to the point where she can't speak at my funeral.
We're literally gonna drink at your fucking grave. We're literally gonna do a TikTok right on top of your fucking grave.
He's dead. Who wants beer? Great.
We're gonna do a TikTok.
Probably.
And Gina's gonna do the TikTok with her new boyfriend. I'm gonna accept him and everything.
Yeah, Birdie will get him, Birdie. All right, you're up,
Birdie's
Leslie.
because he's going to be a good stepdad.
Just be a caring doctor, for Christ's sake. I care about you. Thank you, Dr. Haskins. Thank you, Dr. Haskins.
Dr. Haskins, yeah, whatever. He fucking doesn't like
she liked me.
Oh, you know what? Women doctors are the best, though.
They are. Women anything are the best because they give a fuck. Guys, I went to the guy today.
Men suck. Y'all suck. Y'all suck like big dicks.
I would be a very good doctor, but, I've chosen a different life.
Oh, my God. You would be the fucking worst doctor.
I would spend my last second solving your problem.
You would have the worst bedside manner. You'd be like, What? What the fuck?
You're
What?
not gonna.
What? You
I
just
would tell
skin
him
your
flat
neck?
out. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna die.
You're not gonna die.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my office.
No, this
Nobody
is what you
wants
got.
to
And I
be-
give him a list of things to do. Did you do the shit I told? Then I'd be bad. If you came back in, did you do all the shit I told you to do? No. Well, you're gonna fucking die. I don't
Wait
know.
a minute. Would you say? Did you do all the
Shit I told you to do. That I told you to not. You know.
Ain't nobody gonna respect it if you say
Well,
it like
I mean,
that.
that's how I respect my. Like, if
fucking
I
dick,
drank,
man.
you drink enough tea, that'll give you a kidney stone, right? So, like, if I went back to my doctor after all these years, I keep getting kidney stones. Will you stop drinking tea? And I said no, and he goes, well, there you go. I mean, it's on me at that point, isn't it?
So do you make new kidney stones every year, or is there just a supply of them down there?
What am I, a
waiting to come out?
chicken? I mean, it's not like
I'm
eggs.
just wondering what
I
the
don't
fuck?
know where it's coming from.
I don't know. You got rocks in your dick. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is not
I do have
something that
rocks
I
in
wanna
my
know about.
rocks in my dick, so stand back.
God.
I just got to figure out how to shoot them.
I
like
told you about my hemorrhoid surgery, so I guess
Merle.
I guess I'm old one.
Yeah,
Merle.
we're getting old. This is gonna be like it's gonna be medical corner. That's why I'm getting it
my
all out
God,
this week.
This is gonna be so terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
well,
a hernia, Leslie. All right, you're up.
I'm just gonna
that's your
die on
20.
air.
Yeah.
Uh,
That would make good. Would we get? Could we get a sponsor
we
if
would
you
get
die? on air?
ratings if I died.
We are sponsored by
funeral home.
funeral home. Yeah. Do you need a
Funeral home would
coffin?
Definitely.
Do you need a
Leslie
coffin
just
for a
died
6'1"
on air.
black woman? We have it.
We have it. You did have Leslie flashing over the coffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're up.
My fucking video of the week is, I'm not sure how to word this, but I am tired of jealous motherfuckers. I'm over it. I'm over people who need to attack me because I have worked hard.
I
to
believe
get to
this
where
is
I am.
social media trolls is the topic.
I don't even know if this is social media. This is every fucking body that fucks with me just because they think that I don't know what kind of career you motherfuckers think I've had, or what kind of easiness or whatever you think that I have had to go through to get, but nothing was easy that I've gotten. You know what I'm saying? I made it when I was fucking 47. Okay. Do you think that I wanted to make it at 47? No, I wanted to make it at 27. Then I would have been done with this business at 47. You know what I'm saying? But now I got to fucking entertain you sons of bitches for my last good 30 summers. I got 30 good summers left, and 20 of them I got to spend fucking entertaining your bitch ass because you decided to discover me late. And then I got to deal with shit with motherfuckers attacking me, or if I go to a club, because like as a comic, how long have I been a comic? 87. I've never known not to be bumped by a comic that was bigger than me. I've never not known to just, and I'm not saying it's a good thing or a habit, but it's something that happens, and it's something that should happen, because you should learn how to go up after a fucking headliner. You should learn how to get bumped and not know your time and fucking go. That is part of the fucking course. So I come, it's not like I come in all the time and do it to comics, and I always try to be as respectful as I can, because you are bumping someone, you are coming in on a show. But I don't, it's just the reactions that I'm getting from the comics that I came up with is so fucking annoying, because it's just like if they were in the same place, they would be doing the same thing. So it's so hypocrisy is a motherfucking bitch-ass bitch that I want to fuck continuously with no Vaseline, real talk. Because it's like, as much as I went through to become funny, as much as I went through to get my spots, as many fucking times have I fucking been broke and fucking ran out of gas on all kinds of fucking hustling shit, and then you motherfuckers give me shit. Like I get stuff from trolls that be like, oh, you, and I know these are comics. I know these are comics that wouldn't come up to me and say it to my face, because you know I will whoop your fucking ass. You's a fucking punk ass bitch from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So you would never say nothing to me. So you go and you get these little Twitter bitter fingers, and you come after me with, oh, you can't bump somebody if you're not funny. You can't. Well, you know what? Don't be mad at me, because I can get up on stage and do a hot new 25 and have a fucking audience salivating. I'm so sorry. I'm talented, bitch. Why don't you spend time on writing your fucking jokes and get some fucking spots and become as funny as me, and then you won't have to worry about me bumping you, because I don't bump the funny people. Hello, let's say that one more time. I don't bump the funny people, because they're too funny, and they come up to me and go, Les, I'm doing my spot before you go up. And I have enough respect for them to go, yeah, dude, go ahead. But if you ain't shit, yeah, I'm bumping you. So if you've been bumped, fuck off and get better. So that's all I got to say. And if you think you hurt my feelings, oh, Jesus wept. I have no feelings left. I have no feelings left. There's nothing you could say to me. There's nothing you could say to me. I didn't have my nudes released. I didn't had all kinds of shit happen to me. Do you think, motherfucker, you calling me a ugly bitch or an ape or anything stops me from fucking still being a crazy bitch? It does not. It just makes me crazier. And it inspires me. Oh, the more you fuck with me, that is fuel for my fire. So maybe I should just say, keep fucking with me.
Damn,
you don't do nothing but make the situation worse.
I think you just answered all the questions of the week. You know, like, what's your advice to comedians? Give no fucks, right? And get better, and then you could start complaining. And then with Julie, you know, what's motivating? There you go. Maybe you just need somebody to go, you suck. You know what I mean?
You fucking suck. You fucking suck. It's like they don't know what suck is. It's just like you
go
like,
through a lot.
You come back to this you
go through a lot.
That's what
we don't need it. We've gone through too much.
I have to say this. I have to say this to the TikTokers, to the ones that think that they're famous, the Instagrammers and the Twitter-torders, the motherfuckers who got all these followers and they, oh my God, they approach me. And some of them are cool. Some of them approach me like they're just so fucking famous. You don't fucking know what fame is. And you wouldn't be able to handle real fame, because every time I turn on TikTok is one of you motherfuckers going, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take a break from social media for a week or two because it's just hard. Bitch, you wouldn't last a week in this game. You wouldn't last a week. So stop trying to be famous. Everybody want to be famous. Stop. It is not what you think it is. You are going to be fucking disappointed so much, so often.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing like you think it is. It's nothing like that. The only good part is the money. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not, believe me, sitting sidecar to this for 5 years now, it is not that as glamorous as you think, and it will fuck with your mental health. For sure.
It really does if you're not a strong-ass person. So
you got to be very strong.
And most of you motherfuckers are not.
Yeah.
Well,
you can see famous celebrities, you know, what Martin Lawrence was running down, you know, a mountain.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, people go crazy. Anne Hesh crashed a car into a house. You know, it's like, it's a lot. So, but yeah, Leslie's right. You could spare us the shitty comments. Do you make yourself feel better? Yeah, we just gonna block you, and that's the end. I mean, it's just dumb.
And you dumb. Really don't understand how much you are fly shit.
Yeah.
You're fly shit on my hood of success.
Oh, that's
you bitch. I'm sick of it.
It's so funny.
Sick.
That's the name of the show. We always look for the name of the show. Judith. It's fly shit. It's got to be fly shit.
Fly shit. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of being nice. I'm sick of, like, I don't go off on these people. I don't say nothing. I know that they're talking about me behind my back, and then they be in my face and talking to me, and it's just like so insulting. But now I'm at the point of where I'm like, yeah, I'm not no fucking punk ass bitch. You have taken my kindness for weakness. And that is just not good no more. Do you think I made it to where I am being a weak ass bitch? No, I am a warrior, son. You just don't see the breastplate.
She is. That's all I can say. She is. She is. She's all of it. You've seen it. I think when you know, it's funny. I'll wrap it up like this. You're everything. You know what I mean? We see the funny, we see the sweet, we see that, you know, the caring. We see you're just, people go, "What's Leslie Jones?" She's all of it. But I know you didn't. You don't need the fucking.
What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get, and that's why we're doing the show. But you don't need shitheads going, because they don't even know you. They don't need shit. Okay, whatever you think, you don't know. You don't know shit. Trust me.
It's just like people see me and they go, "She's doing," and I just be like, "I am so the coolest." You don't even understand. When you say I'm mostly giving fucking money away. If you ever really look at me, I'm giving money away.
Supermarket sweep, giving money away. That's why we want to do.
Literally, the fucking dude. I just took all the money out of my wallet and just gave it to him because I couldn't. I just didn't feel like, look, just take it, because I know what it feels like to be broke.
Yep.
You know, so, like, fuck off, man. Fuck off.
Fuck off. That's the Fckry. That's how we ended. That's the end of the show. Thank you for listening to the Fckry. Come back for more next week. Just remember any.
For more. Maybe I'll be nicer next week.
Yeah.
Next week I'll take a nice pill.
Just remember any photos or links in this episode will be posted at Fckry Podcast on Instagram. That's spelled FCKRY Podcast on all platforms. Send your listener questions. We will answer all of them. FckryPodcast@gmail.com. Letters and voice memos are welcome. And if you want to follow me, it's at Lenny Marcus NYC on all platforms. Follow Leslie at Lesdog. That's LESDOG with 3 G's on Twitter, 4 G's on Instagram, and 5 G's on TikTok. Why, Leslie?
Because I'm a G, motherfucker.
Exactly. The Fckry with Leslie Jones and Lenny Marcus was created and stars Leslie Jones and Lenny Marcus. The show is produced by Judith Cargbo, and our audio engineer today is Sam Kiefer. Music for the show is also done by Marina Pais. This is an Earwolf production.